Welcome to tonight's public information meeting about alternatives to extend the Mountain Parkway between Salyersville and Prestonsburg. Thanks for taking part in the conversation. Tonight, members of the Mountain Parkway expansion team will share new details about the available options. These details are based on engineering studies of the two options and plans that have been refined since we met here in April. The team is now gathering feedback to make the best choice in expanding this important transportation corridor. For the section that extends the parkway to Prestonsburg, the road could be built in one of two ways. These are the options we want you, the public, to consider. Option 1. Construct a new cross-country expressway to the north of Kentucky 114. Option 2. Widen the current Kentucky 114 corridor and reduce the number of access points to the parkway. Both options provide improved four-lane access and mobility for travelers in eastern Kentucky. If selected, the cross-country alternative would create a new four-lane roadway with connections near Salyersville on the west and near Prestonsburg on the east. These would be the only entry points to this section of the parkway. There would be no intermediate access points for local traffic. This new roadway would cross 12.6 miles of mostly wooded and mountainous terrain. The completed roadway would be a four-lane, fully controlled parkway, similar in design to an interstate highway. Cars could travel up to 70 miles per hour, and travel time from end to end could be as short as 11 minutes. This route would have fewer impacts on property owners, affecting 141 properties and requiring 40 relocations of homes or businesses. This option also would have less impact on traffic during the construction phase because the roadway would be built through rural areas with few existing roads. The estimated cost of this alternative would be $259 million. That's about 10% more than widening and improving the roadway along the existing Kentucky 114 corridor. Extending the Mountain Parkway along the current Kentucky 114 corridor would follow a frequently traveled existing roadway between Salyersville and Prestonsburg. This route is lined by homes and businesses and connects with many other state and local routes. This design alternative would create a 14-mile, partially controlled roadway, similar to the design of US 23 north of Prestonsburg. This design would eliminate many of the direct access points along Kentucky 114, creating a route with access points spaced at least 1,200 feet apart. The completed roadway would allow for travel speeds of approximately 55 miles per hour. Travel time from end to end would be as short as 15 minutes. Extending the parkway along this route would affect more people than the cross-country route. This design would impact 220 properties and require 106 relocations of homes or businesses. This option could be completed in phases, opening to traffic as each phase is completed. However, this option also would create more disruptions to traffic during construction phases. Preliminary estimates show the cost of construction for this alternative would be about $235 million, about 10% less than the other construction option. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet and the Mountain Parkway expansion team are still evaluating these alternatives and gathering feedback to determine the best option for extending the Mountain Parkway to Prestonsburg. You can help. Fill out and return the comment forms you received tonight. Ask our team members questions about the proposed alternatives. Project team members are wearing name tags with the Mountain Parkway expansion logo. The project team will use your feedback to help determine the preferred corridor and announce the choice to the public before making a final decision. Property acquisition and construction timelines will be determined by funding set by the Kentucky General Assembly, but construction is likely at least 3 years away. Thank you for attending this meeting and for your interest in this important transportation project.